Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be filming today. You don't even know. So to start off, I will be using the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser to prime my skin. And then I'll be using the Maybelline Better Skin Foundation, and I'm just buffing that out all over my face with the e.l.f. Beauty Sponge that you all know I love very much, even though it's dirty and I have not cleaned it, but it does the job. Just buffing that all over my face. I filled in my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in dark brown, and using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, I buffed that out all over my lids to get it ready for the look. Using my ring finger, I just buffed it out everywhere. Then for the look, it is a little bit different what I'm doing today. I'm using the Milani Metallic Lip Cream and a flat brush from e.l.f. and I'll be using this as my eyeshadow. So I take the applicator from the lip cream and I apply it to my lid, and I quickly go in with the e.l.f. Flat brush to buff it out and start creating the shape that I want for the look. You kind of have to work fast with this lip cream simply because it does end up drying kind of fast. So with the brush, what I do is I'm trying to make it kind of like a wing shape here. So I'm just following like the natural line of my eyebrow bone with the brush, and then just extending it outward to create a wing shape. And I just keep going over it to make sure that I get the good shape that I want. And then I will go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. So I use kind of like the darker shade on the inner part of my eye, the little indentation there. And then the really light shade on the rest of my eye socket, I'll call it. And the rest, like my forehead and my nose and my chin, to highlight and even everything else. And again, using the e.l.f. Beauty Sponge, I am buffing it out. However, I'm not setting it with powder just yet because I am going in with the Milani lip cream again. The shade, I will list it down below in the description box. But I take the same lip cream and I use the same brush and I apply it on my lower lash line, and I am extending it pretty far down, at least more than what I'm used to. So I'm definitely bringing that down and connecting it to the wing part. Now I'll set my concealer with the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Translucent Powder, and definitely setting the sides of my nose and the concealer, and then using the Revlon Colorstay Aqua Powder Foundation, which feels so cool on the skin. And I'll just set my foundation, and using the Matte Give Me Sun, I'll start bronzing out my face, on my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, jawline. Y'all know the drill, that's why it's going really fast. And then I just take a Real Techniques face brush and I just buff it all out. And then using the NYX Baked Blush, I don't know the shade, but I'll list it down below. I'll be just applying a little bit of that. Using the Moprhe 350 palette, I'll be using the shades that I'm pointing at right there. And they're going to add some definition to the crease. And then using that slightly dark brown shade, I'm just using that to smoke out a little bit the lower lash line. And then using like that really like a rose coppery color, and I'm just buffing that on top of the lip cream that I put in the lower lash line. And using that super shiny pink shade from the palette, I'll be applying that color with my ring finger on the center of the lid to add a pop and some dimension. It looks really cool. And the other fun part is the OFRA liquid lipstick, and using the e.l.f. liner brush. I'll be using this as my eyeliner, and I'm just kind of doing it really close to the lash line and trying to wing it out a little bit. I know it's kind of hard to notice, but in person it actually looked really cool. So then my all-time fave, the Wet n Wild highlighter, and I think it's called Precious Pearls. I'll list it down below for sure though. and I'm just really drenching my face in the highlight because this is a festival inspired look, and obviously you're drenching in highlight for those events. And of course I highlighted my brow bone, my cheeks, above my brows, my nose, cupid's bow, chin, etc. And then I had put a green eyeshadow in my inner corner, and it ended up being way darker than what I thought it was going to be. So then I just applied some really like pink highlighting shades from the Morphe palette, and it ended up looking alright. Kind of made my own shade there, so you know, just trying to work with what I got here. And then after this, I quickly applied some mascara and Ardell lashes. I'm using the OFRA liquid lipstick in Americano, the same one that I used for the eyeliner for the eyes. I'm using it to just fill in the outer, I want to say, the outer outer third of my lips, and leaving the middle of the lips bare, and then using the Milani lip cream. I'm starting from the very middle, definitely applying that heavier there, and then once there's a little bit less product on the applicator, I start blending it outwards into the Americano shade. I thought it was going to create like an ombre look, but it ended up looking like a metallic brown, which was even better. And then using that really pink metallic shiny shade from the Morphe palette, I just applied that shade to the middle of my lips, and as you can tell, it looked really metallic and shiny. So I just went over it again real quick with the Milani shade. And then the fun part, using that coppery bronzy rose shade from the Morphe palette, I just take an eyeliner brush and I start putting dots all over my face. If you want specifics, I did like 9 dots per eyebrow area, I think. Yeah, you can see me counting there. But yeah, I just followed the natural shape of my brows. I wasn't originally going to do this, but I'm like, hey, it's a festival inspired look. Might as well just go for it. Maybe I'll pick this up and do it more on like a daily basis. Would that work? Let me know, guys. Let me know. And then using that really pretty gold shade from the same palette, I'm just doing the same exact thing, and I'm applying it on top of the other dots, but like in the middle, like in the little window space, I call it. And it's kind of barely noticeable, but with like the flash or the sun reflecting on it, I'm sure it would look really cool. And you can see my highlight is absolutely popping there. Gotta have a good pop-in highlight for these festivals. Am I right, or am I right? So once I'm done with this, I took that same pink shade from the Morphe palette that I used on the lips, and I used that to draw attempt to draw a straight line down the middle of my face. I'm sure you can do better than me, but you know, just go with it. And you guys, that concludes this tutorial. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe my video and my channel, and I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye bye.